Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is part of my new playlist, RC Cars and More. What I've got today is a simple little project I threw together. Didn't do a build video, but I would like to show it off to maybe get some of you other guys out there to think about this. I've repurposed simple materials you have laying around. I've got little to nothing invested in my little RC build stand, so maybe I can encourage y'all guys to. I think total cost I have involved in this, it's like $7 and some good quality spray paint. Now let me show you what I've built and we can go from there. Well, alright guys, this is what I wanted to feature in today's video. A complete stand that was completely free. $7 only in a very good high-end quality Rust-Oleum spray paint. It's a silver can, I believe it's professional grade. If you notice, nothing more. I have a simple shelf on top of my little build bench to hold some of the RC cars that I've just recently possessed. Pegboard to hold extra, like those two transmitters are extra. I've got that one for my nitro car and that one for my drone. Oh no, I'm sorry, that one is for my daughter's blue rustler. That's up there. Simple little video on a simple little build. I didn't, like I said, I wish to God now that I would have actually done this. 4 legs, all 4 legs were literally completely the same height. Could you imagine? All this was just scrap metal laying around in the shop. Ended up taking these legs right here with these pieces. Nothing of this was actually cut. Literally, as I scooped it off my floor, I took the little width pieces, tacked them to the legs, and ended up saying, okay, you know, that's the way we're going to do this. From there, ended up building 2 sets. I built the left and right set. Ended up taking this the front piece here, connecting these 2 pieces that I had built, tacked it together, did the same for the back as well. Then I started thinking about it. I was like, okay, this is kind of high, but then I realized that this is actually a perfect size. This is probably 38 something inches, give or take. I didn't even measure anything because literally it was all thrown together. Nothing more than plywood top, plywood up here for the shelf. And if you've noticed, I have a decorative piece up here. This was a piece of laminate flooring that one of my buddies that I had called and asked, since he does flooring, if he had a little scrap piece, so he gave me a decent, huge piece. I was able to cut and just literally, as I put the plywood from the bottom, sandwich it in place. And and I have more of this for reusing this. So like, if you're going to be up here cutting pieces or whatever and you destroy this, this is completely replaceable because it's not glued to the plywood underlayment that's under here. Even the little nuts and bolts I bought years ago, I bought a big box of these little nuts, the little bolts and little washers, and so that's all completely reused. If you notice the pegboard in the back, if you ever go into one of my homemade camper build videos, that is also another piece that was just reused. Shelf on top, let's go ahead and bring you up there. The shelf on top, literally, I love this because I'm able to put some of my models and extra parts and pieces right up here, and it stores them out of the way. Then as I need, like let's say this is my Duratrax Nitro buggy that I was working on yesterday, I'm able to put it right here, right on top of the stand. I'm able to either stand to work on it, or I've got a roll around stool that I can bring out to sit down to work on it. Now, you know, this has become a cool little bench, and anything from soldering needs, I've got the little third hand, I've got the soldering iron, solder, to even just extra parts like these wheels. These were on my Rustler when I purchased it from one of the gentlemen on Facebook, a little RC trading group. But now I'm able to store extra stuff up here, everything from one of my drone remotes. My daughter's, I picked up a couple extra remotes for her Rustler, so we've got the remote that actually goes to hers. I got extra remotes here, one up top. Even the Duratrax buggy, I've even got its remote up here. Extra parts and pieces, but just having the stand itself wasn't enough for me. If you've noted, I don't know if you can tell in the video, right across here I have a little strip of LEDs. This came on a roll. It was just really scraps from another project that I had did. But of course, it wouldn't be a real RC work table without more extra lighting. Flick of the switch, and we have a little extra more lighting right on our project. Sorry guys for cutting in front of the video. Let me take you in a little closer and show you what I've got up here. As you can see, this is what I was talking about. This is just a little LED strip. For the most part, it is almost continuous, but let me see, right here, there was a bad spot in the strip, so I just took and soldered a couple of wires jumping this. It runs off 3 volts all the way to actually 12 volts. But if you notice, now the wires I didn't really try to hide and conceal that much. Eventually I would use some double-sided tape, put them up here. The wires, the positive and negative, run across the bottom of this shelf, drop behind the pegboard, and let's see if we can pan you down. Down here to this is basically the power hub. When the Radio Shack was open, I purchased this little 9-volt holder. It's something else that was extra in the shop. A little 9-volt little plug, I guess you would call it, where it just hooks up your 9-volt battery, and another little switch. Flipping the little switch, I don't know if you can tell it real good in the video or not, how much extra light it actually provides, but definitely when you're working on a model, it does provide a little bit of extra light and illumination. And you can see this is right here the spot where I had to jump the 2 bad pieces, and it runs the whole entire, basically almost the entire length of the top shelf, which does, like I said, provide, it does really provide a little extra means of light to working on different little things. And this definitely was invaluable the other day when I took and I had to literally tear this down. Believe it or not, this whole natural car was a $25 find. It was on the trading group. It had been there since November 1st. I wasn't even into the RCs then. After my buddy got me into it, I started looking. I had seen this deal and been posted for so long, I jumped on it quick. Literally had to take it all apart to rerun all the wiring and everything. I got lucky. I found the little 1.5 millimeter little hex wrench I needed, so I could redo all these. And that's really basically it. You know, I want to encourage you guys to build something. Like, I don't want to work on all these little models and stuff out in the shop. It's cold, it's damp, it's non-heated. I'd like to sit somewhere I can watch TV while I'm doing this and, you know, and enjoy something. And, you know, it really is. I mean, it's nice. I can oh, I'm sorry guys for bumping the stand, but I could literally sit here, work on this standing up, or just happen to be in the shop. I had my roll around stool. So the stool was nice, it was neat until I had a guy to cut it out there. Started getting aggravated, and I figured this is the perfect ultimate little stand, little bench. I'm able to work on these, get them set up for the weekends whenever we want to go racing, we want to go playing. And now I'm able to take care of what I need to. I could do it nice and neat here in the house, or the wife won't bitch because it's all compact. So it's something for you guys to think about. Simple, easy build bench. I wish, like I said, I would have done a complete build video on it, but literally took me about 3 days. 2 days of playing around cutting metal, or if I even had to do any cutting except on the top. Really tacking it together, make sure everything was square. Cutting out the plywood, cutting this out. Then it was 2 days of that. Once everything was done, the 3rd day I literally painted it. The paint I used was a nice, good quality Rust-Oleum, dried in 15 minutes, even in very cold weather. Assembled it an hour later, and I was done. Guys, let me know what you think of this bench. If you have anything as creative, put me a link in the descriptions. I would like to see how you work on your RC cars. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and as always, thumbs up if you enjoy some of these ideas that I've come up with. Thank you so much, guys.